So we've come back earlier than expected because an FA Cup quarter-final is on the cards. Roll the intro.
No, I won't stop.
Hello and welcome back to the Cultured Left Foot YouTube channel. I am Cultured Left Foot, this is the Hometown Hero Save, and today we'll be facing off against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup quarter-finals for a potential game against, I can't remember who, Chelsea I think is who the winner plays if we get through. Yes, Chelsea. So the last two championship teams in the competition, us and Nottingham Forest, are up in the quarter-final. Since the last game against Huddersfield, we beat QPR 2-0 really quite easy. They got a man sent off, which completely changed the game. We then beat Oxford United in the FA Cup fourth round to win 2-0. That was followed up by a 1-0 win away at Huddersfield. Sarake getting the goal. 1-1 draw against Birmingham. Watson in the 32nd minute equalised from Mass's goal early on. 2-0 win against Preston. Bandadea at the brace and getting a double. No, at the double getting a brace is what I was meant to say. And Middlesbrough, we just drew 0-0 before the quarter-final. So today, we'll be playing at the FA Cup quarter-final. The league is looking okay. We are still in second, 8 points behind Brighton, who are more than likely going to run away with the league. We are the same points with Watford, but we have a game in hand. And we are 4 points ahead of Huddersfield, who have played the same amount of games from us. So at the moment, it's looking pretty good. Will Dennis is up there with the most clean sheets in the league, which is absolutely brilliant. And again, I think moving forwards, the hardest bit is going to be keeping hold of players, because a lot of these now have minimum fee release clauses, and the teams that want them are a lot bigger than us and can afford to pay that sort of money. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the Cup quarter-final, an unexpected quarter-final. We're going for the three at the back formation because it is actually more attacking. And I think we can beat Nottingham Forest. We're going to go back to the three at the back. Dennis in goal, Silva, Wilkinson, Cisse, Larea, Bola, Rajic, Renan in the middle. Who is Renan Vitor? I've just changed his name so that I don't get mixed up between him and Victor, because I kept getting them mixed up in my own head. So Renan is in. I think there's a Darth Revan. I might call him Revan. I'm going to call him Revan because I'm a geek and I love Star Wars. I'm actually going to call him Revan because it's easier, and I'll naturally call him Revan anyway when I'm talking about Renan. So Revan will come in. Perez in attacking midfield, Mass and Victor starts up front. On the bench, Bandiera, Peltier, Harris, Trotter and Costanzo in a pretty even bench. News about Jaden Harris, weirdly. He's now a legend at the club, which I don't quite understand. I know he's been with us for absolutely ages, but he's become a legend in the season where he's played no games, which is a bit bizarre. And he's played no games because he's had massive injury issues. But happy that someone else who's come through the team with us is now a legend at the club, which is really, really cool. So let's get into the game against Nottingham Forest. Thank you to all, hello as well to all the new subscribers. We're getting quite a few people for the Provo stuff and for the Football Manager stuff as well. Folkestone Invicta is going very well. The new Provo with Newcastle United, go and check it out. It's really good fun, really enjoying it. So I think we should say I expect nothing but a win, because we are better than Nottingham Forest. Let's be honest. We are better than Nottingham Forest. So ask the assistant and we go to the game. Kick off, please. And yeah, back to the three at the back. We've sort of been... The three formations that we've got in training are definitely the three that I think we're going to stick with going into the Premier League as well, if we get there. I think the only difference might be that we will mix it up a lot more with cautious, like we did with when we first got to the Championship. We played a lot more with three at the back on cautious, and it sort of made us a little bit different and a little bit harder to break down. And then this year we've just basically stayed on positive or attacking generally because we've been dominating teams, so it should be okay. My doorbell has just gone. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with a highlight. Williams into Busio for Nottingham Forest, forced backwards. Oh, I thought we were going to nick the ball there. Williams has it. Avia goes long. Bola wins the header. Perez picks the ball up. He's got runners sort of either side of him. Puts the ball through. Carlos Mas. Oh, he pounces on the defender's mistake from De La Fuente. And to be fair, Perez is unlucky not to get an assist for that one. But Carlos Mas gets his 13th goal of the season. Fires us 1-0 up in the FA Cup quarter-final after 25 minutes. Perez here just, given so much space to run into. A good ball. De La Fuente really messes up the back pass. And there's Carlos Mas to tuck it in the bottom corner. And that is 1-0 Folkestone. Okay, sorry, but that was a bit strange. I had to then go and get the door after buzzing them into the building. 2 shots, 2 on target for us. Larea has made a lot of mistakes. He's on a 6.4, which isn't too bad. As we tick down towards half-time. I think we're playing alright. Corner to Nottingham Forest though. Manu over it. Fires it in. Selva wins the header. Busio will pick it up. Fring is on the edge. Shoots from range. Really terrible shot and sails past the post. Not really troubling us at all. Larea probably the only person who could be in line for a half-time sub of 45 minutes is up. Viviano heads it over the bar. So that should see us through to half-time. They've just slightly got back into the game. I think we'll leave it as it is at the moment and just go for the, don't get complacent. And then we'll say have faith, and have faith to everyone. Try and give them that little bit of encouragement. 6.5 for Perez, 6.5 for Rajic, 6.3 for Larea is a pretty shocking performance. We'll leave him on for a little bit longer, but Trotter can fill in if needs be on that right-hand side wing-back position as Bolla wins the header from Fring. And let's see if we can maintain our performance into the second half and get into an FA Cup semi-final, which would be absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. Williams, Acuneto, Williams, balling, Gutierrez. Oh, he couldn't get on the end of it. Luckily for us, because he found himself in a bit of space. I do think we're going to have to take Loretta. I hate anything below a 6.5 is normally very much up for substitutions in my mind. Manu, Viviano, beaten in there. Gutierrez shoots. Dennis makes the save. I'm going to do it. I'm going to panic and do it now. Trotter on for Larea. Now, Trotter, when he comes on at right wing back, generally likes to give away a penalty. Revan on the ball, back into Carlos Mas. Fuzz across Victor, shot blocked, and Busio tries to give it back to Carr, who clears, and it's mopped up. Yeah, he's got a history of giving away penalties when he comes on at right back. So, right wing back. We'll see how he gets on. Perez can come off and be replaced by Jaden Harris in the attacking midfield role. Welcome back, Harris. Been out for a long time from injury as well. Him and, lots of the team have been injured, to be honest. I can't just sit here and name them all. So, Victor on a 6.6. Let's get Band earlier on. He was on some good... let's get Peltier on, actually. Trying to keep him in some goal-scoring form. Albeit in the cup, try and keep him on some form. Bandier and Peltier both in goal-scoring form, but there's not one of them that likes to play in the complete forward role. So when Mas plays and scores, that's very good, because we don't really have a backup for him in that position, as Dennis plays it into Revan in the middle of the park, and he's got plenty of time to pick a good pass. He goes around his man, puts it out to Trotter on the right wing-back position. Trotter gets into the box, then back outside the box. Rajic back to Trotter. Trotter squares it. Harris is there, tucks it in the bottom corner. Very composed, very confident finish, it looked like. Goalkeeper's momentum was taken in the other way. We could be on our way to an FA Cup semi-final. Trotter did really well. Laid it back to Rajic. Rajic to Trotter, squared it back across. And Harris was just left completely unmarked to tuck it nicely in the bottom corner. That is what we like from this team. 2-0 up, 2 minutes to go. We shouldn't throw this away, but we've been known to do it before. Rajic into Trotter again. Trotter lays it back to Rajic. Is it going to be a complete... I thought it was just going to be a complete identical goal. Bolla past the post. But 2-0, minute to go. And we're through. We're through to the FA Cup semi-final, which is an absolute delight. A big game now against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which we get half the gate receipts. Absolutely incredible stuff. Yes, well done. I appreciate the effort to that. It's weird. I'd normally be a lot more excited about that, but I sort of expected us to win because it's Nottingham Forest. So we'll send the assistant to that. You're right. I wouldn't send my team out to hurt the opposition. 858k for getting to the semi-final. We get Chelsea on the 14th of April. So and left foot, I do want Revan permanently. Revan to play for a team like Folkestone is what all players dream about. I hope this speculation results in a formal bid. Yet he didn't like the comment. Interesting. Okay. Well, you're on loan from Tottenham and your contract expires at the end of this season. So I'm very much hoping we can get you in. That's a big wage, though. That could be the stumbling block. We'll have to wait and see. Now, just coming back just for that game. There's no need to go into any other games. Only a short episode today, and apologies for all the slices of getting the door and stuff like that. But into the FA Cup semi-final we go, and we'll come back for a double header of Brighton, who are top of the league, and Chelsea, and then it'll be the last 2 games of the season, I imagine, where hopefully by that time we'd already wrapped up promotion, which would be great. But who knows. Thank you so much for watching. Very teeny tiny episode today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe and leave a comment to let me know how you're enjoying the series. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.